The start of the 2026 motorsport season has been busy. It's also been very hot and feisty.
Hamlin goes around, collects Byron.
Another year of Supercars kicked off in Sydney on the weekend, under lights and in front of a record crowd. In unrelenting humidity that only the on-site slushy vendor enjoyed, Brock Feeney got his year of redemption off to the perfect start, claiming the opening race on Friday. Saturday's night fight delivered a cracker. The first turn was a fender bender for those at the back, while the new Toyota Challenge went up in smoke. Pit lane looked more like the M5 on a weekday, but despite some heat from Brodie Kostecki, Anton De Pasquale claimed the win, the first victory for Team 18 as the official factory squad for Chevrolet. Sunday's race 3 was the hottest conditions that the drivers faced all week, and mistakes were showing. Feeney did his bit for Clean Up Australia Day before James Golding's wheel parted ways with his Mustang, sending it on a path that just missed the pack. The rain came to play, and so did Kai Allen, passing Feeney around the outside to take the lead. Allen's joy was quickly quelled when a failure took him out. Feeney won the race, got out of his car and quickly sat down, completely drained from an exhaustingly humid race. There was plenty of supports racing too, but nothing raised eyebrows like this Super Utes shunt.
Oh, wow, that's big. Oh, wow.
Over in the States now, a NASCAR took us to Atlanta. We got to see some early angst in the pack, and there was plenty more of that style of action too. You see, these good old NASCAR boys just don't like doing things alone. If they're going down, they're taking people with them. Our Kiwi man Shane van Gisbergen endured 2 spins, but would eventually cross the line 6th, his best overall result. But SVG was 5 spots behind Tyler Reddick, who claimed his second win on the hop, making team owner Michael Jordan one very happy man. And over in Arlington, the AMA Supercross saw Aussie Hunter Lawrence score his first win in the 450cc class. While his younger brother Jed has taken most of the silverware back to mum and dad over the past few seasons, this Texas night was all for Hunter. Of course, it wasn't all smooth sailing for the riders. And with that, we'll let you get back to your week. I'm Richard Crail, and I've got no doubt that you're looking forward to what comes up next week on Bob's Track Talk.